Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 62 and today we're going to be doing a bunch of various different bits and pieces. As you guys know, in the previous episode of Hermitcraft we built this beautiful thing right here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my sorting system. Finally, I got my bum in gear and I actually built this thing, and I have to say, it's absolutely fantastic. Look, we've got our slime blocks, we bounce on up to the top, this is where we chuck in the items, they will all get automatically sorted out into the chest, and then we can pick things up, it will all be very nice and organised. Finally, I'm going to have myself an organised sorting system, and I cannot wait for it. The only thing is, obviously right now, it's not looking particularly good, is it? I mean, it's all wonderful. It's all wonderful having all these chests, okay? And it does look brilliant. But we have no clue what items go inside these chests. There is no way that we can tell. So I think the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to label these things. Spoon count number 1. I just fell off the edge of my base, but it does give us a wonderful view of the industrial district. Yeah, this place is looking fancy. So as you guys know, I've sort of planned out where all of the items are going to be going in our sorting system, but at the end of the previous episode of Hermitcraft, we were looking at this area and sort of thinking, I've never used any of these blocks right here. Obviously, iron and glass are pretty good ones, but other than that, yeah, I really haven't used any of these. So I'm trying my best to think of items that we can put inside this thing, and I'm almost thinking it would be a good idea to actually have spots for all of the things in the industrial district as well, so maybe we could grab some melons and pumpkins and food supplies. Oh my word, we don't actually have a slot for food. Right, that definitely has to get done. So we're going to have roast chicken, we're going to have things like bread, melons, pumpkins, all that sort of thing. Let's remove all of these rubbish blocks. Ender pearls as well, that would be a good one. Yeah, and books. Books is a good one too. Awesome, I think I've come up with a plan for this section. So much better. Now, I'm going to warn you guys, this episode could end up being a little bit all over the place simply because there are a lot of projects that need to be done and a ton of bits and pieces that need doing, and that means that I'm going to be sort of jumping between various different areas and various different builds very, very quickly. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, then this is excellent. If you don't, I apologise, this episode probably isn't the one for you. But anyway, I am currently in the Brown District, and I'm taking a look around for a leather shop. Now, I have a feeling that there are no leather shops in this area. I can't remember seeing one, but I'm not 100% certain. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to take a peek around, see if I can spot anything. If not, we're going to have to go out and kill a few cows, which is no big deal. Having looked through all of my chests and everything, I've found one full stack of leather, which was pretty unexpected. And I'm just looking through these ones, but it doesn't look like we have any lying around, which is a bit upsetting, to be honest with you. So I've just put a message in the chat, and by the look of things, there is a chance that Iskal has got himself one stack of leather, because that's all we need. We need 2 stacks of leather to do all the item frames, and I've offered him 5 diamonds for that, which of course is extremely expensive. These are like the finest Italian leather, I guess, and he's going to try and make sure that he has it. I hope he does, because otherwise, well, we've got a lot of cows to kill, basically. So I'm just in the process of chucking in all of the item frames on the bottom layer, and we just about have enough to do all of these. And I believe we should be about to see an Iskal appearing on the horizon. I don't know, not 100% certain, but this guy tends to fly in using his Elytra, so let's just keep our eyes on the sky and see if we see a wild Swede, because occasionally that can happen. Here he is! I love the Elytra, they're honestly one of the best items in the game, and there he comes. How graceful was that? Oh my word, it's amazing. Look, he's flying around. I don't know if he's spotted us just yet, or he could be coming in for a really cool landing. Either that or he's got stuck up at the top of my mob spawner. I don't quite understand where he's ended up. I think he is. I think he's up there. Good. I can't get up there, my friend. Right, okay. It looks like he might have the leather for us, which is absolutely fantastic. I have got the diamonds, and I guess we'll give over all 5 of them. There it is. And are we going to see it? Yes, we are. Fantastic. Absolutely excellent doing business with you. Well, this is mildly infuriating. I can't actually place this in the item frame without ender pearling into it. And for some reason, I seem to break... Oh, no. No. Oh. Wow. That would have been an embarrassing death, wouldn't it? Oh boy, that was close. But yeah, we still don't have the ender pearl in there. What on earth has happened? Guys? What has happened to... Oh! Oh my word. I was gonna cry. Oh, I guess I should get back to placing in the items then. What a strange bug that was. Good news everyone, pretty much one half of our sorting system is now fully labelled. We are just doing the final module right here, and I have to say so far it has been plain sailing, sort of. I mean, it's taken the best part of 2 hours to do this area right here. In fact, it's been about 2.5 hours, which isn't too bad. That's not too bad at all. But one thing that I will just say is that it's not the most riveting of Minecraft projects, is it? I mean, I would much rather be doing some redstone at this point in time than chucking items into item frames, but it's one of those things, it just has to be done. If I keep putting it off, I put it off until Hermitcraft Series 5, and even then, I might not consider doing it. But anyway, we need the magma blocks there, and then we need the birch and the oak, and that will be everything completed. So there we go. That is everything. Now, as you can see, we've got 2 slots missing right here. One of these is regular ice. I didn't actually have any regular ice. And the other one is blaze rods, which I'm going to be picking up from the brown district. In fact, I'm fairly certain I can pick up both of these from the brown district, so that will not be an issue. But this thing is looking good. Yes, we have got all of the items in place. They are looking wonderful. It is looking like a proper sorting system now. And it is looking very organised indeed, and all of it makes sense, which is a very positive thing, because generally speaking, with my sorting systems, they're just sort of all over the place. I'm very glad that I decided to plan this one out, and I have to say it's come together really quite nicely. But of course, this side still needs doing. We do have a few of the components in place, things like redstone, we've got all of that in, and a few of the food bits, these are all in this side as well. But there is still plenty more work to do, unfortunately, so I'm going to chuck in all these items as well. I'm on a bit of a cow hunt because we need 1 bit of leather to put in the item frame, and no matter where I look, I just can't locate them. I know that there is a gigantic cow farm in the industrial district, but I want to find a wild one. I want an organic cow, and it's just not happening. I do apologise for the rain, but we're in the process of placing in the final items into our sorting system now. I do believe that is all the hardened clays. All of the nether is done, all of the food stuff is done. Now we just need to chuck in our redstone lamp, which I do believe goes up here, and our dispenser down at the bottom, and that's it. There we go! All of the items are now in the sorting system. I got so excited then that my voice cracked a little bit, which apparently has been happening quite a bit recently. I don't know what's been going on, like a second wave of puberty. But here we are finally done. Now, if you're wondering what all of these chests are for, these are for miscellaneous items. Items that haven't been sorted out by the sorting system. Obviously, we need overflow protection there, so they will flow across like this, and if they don't sort into anything, then they will make their way into these chests. The only thought that I have just had is that that doesn't work. That totally doesn't work. We need items. No! Oh, no. That really doesn't work, guys. Oh. I really haven't thought that through. That slot there needs to be over here. Ah. Alright guys, I've come up with a pretty good solution to this problem, or at least I think it's a pretty good solution. What we've done is we've copied the first module and we have placed it over here, so this is now out the back. This has the cobblestone, the stone, the dirt, the grass, all the random types of blocks that I don't particularly like, and then the sand, the sandstone, and all the fancy types of the sandstone down at the bottom, so that is all looking good. And then out the front, where that used to be, we have got a bulk storage solution, so we've got some cobblestone, some stone, we've got some sandstone, some smooth sandstone, and some sand, because I tend to have quite large quantities of that. And then down at the bottom, this is where all of the random items are going to end up. So this is where any items that don't get sorted out by the system will end up. Of course, that is at the end of the hopper line, and in theory, all of that should work. That's the theory. Anyway, I'm not 100% certain, but I imagine this is going to work wonderfully, so keep your fingers crossed. The next thing that needs doing is we need to fill in all of the hoppers behind all of our chests with a bunch of items, so that this thing actually sorts out items, because otherwise it's just a glorified item transportation system, which, yeah, that's not particularly brilliant. So we're going to have to grab the items that are meant to be in these chests, and we're going to have to place them in the hopper behind them. That's basically what we have to do now. We have to repeat what we've just done here again. I know, it's a thrilling day, I have to say. Really is a thrilling day. So what we're going to do is, first things first, I've got to rename a ton of items to do overflow protection and things like that, and then we can actually get down to business on this thing. I'm sort of stuck for a name to give these things. I mean, it totally doesn't matter, but maybe subscribe to me now. Yeah, that's not bad. Like my video, please. Yeah, these are, that's cool. Comment nice things. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Now that I've given all of these items really useful names, I just have to drag them across every single one of these hoppers, which isn't that bad. I don't think that will take too long, and that prevents these things from overflowing and essentially breaking the entire system, which I definitely want to avoid. Yeah, that would definitely be a bad thing. So I'm going to crack on with this one, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Spoon count number 2, I do believe, for today's episode. I have forgotten to place in all of the redstone torches. In fact, this is a spoon count for the previous episode of Hermitcraft. I've forgotten to place in all of the redstone torches out the back of the sorting system right here. So I guess we've just got to run across and chuck all of those in. I got so scared when I placed in the items, they just sort of fell out and went into the chest, and I thought I'd built this thing wrong. Thankfully, it's just a stupid mistake. There's no issues with the redstone design, or at least, not that I can see currently. What? That was bizarre. That was genuinely bizarre. Okay, right. Well, oh, I fell out of my base, and then my Elytra just didn't enable when I hit the spacebar. And, well, you saw what happened next. So let's get ourselves some food. Food? Get me some food! Why do we not have any food? Oh, I'm panicking. I'm actually panicking. That was genuinely odd. I thought my Elytra had actually run out, but it turns out they're fully charged. So, yeah. Apparently my spacebar either doesn't work, or I'm just really rubbish at flying with these Elytra, but I believe I've got all of my items. Can't find my insane bow, but I can't remember if I actually had that on me. I think we're all good. Let's continue the torch placing and the hopper filling. Between me having to go to the end to get a bunch more items because we ran out, placing in all the torches, and also dying, that project was actually of a half decent scale, but it is all now done, and you can see all of the comparators are fully activated. In fact, if you pop up to the top, you'll be able to see that a little bit better. This is all looking good. It is looking like it means business now. It is looking like it's functional, which is because it is almost functional. We still need to place in the items in the first slot because, of course, this is the one that decides where the item is going to be sorted into. So the item inside this slot right here decides which item is going to fall into those chests, and of course that is the most important part of the sorting system, and that is the part that we now have to do, which is the most long-winded part, unfortunately. We have to get 41 of each one of these items that you see here and place it into that slot in the hopper. So believe it or not, that time-lapse right there was the culmination of around about 2.5 hours of work of just clicking on hoppers, clicking on chests, moving items about, and it's all been condensed down to probably around about 1.5 minutes of time-lapse. Yeah. It's been a bit of a long-winded process, and I've managed to do it just about, and I hope that you found that enjoyable. I hope that you found the time-lapse format a little bit more interesting, because I imagine if I had done another set of progress updates with me saying, hey, picked up all the items, and now I'm going to place them in their locations, you probably would have bored yourself to death. So instead I decided to do the time-lapse, and I hope it was a little bit more interesting. But this thing is finally all completed, bar just one or two things. I think we still need to get the glowstone. The glowstone hasn't been done. That is in that block right there. And also we need to do the ice. We have actually got ourselves some blaze rods, but we need to get ourselves some ice. And I think I can get both of those from the brown district, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have to go and take a peek. So here comes the moment of truth. I have brought along my trusty diamond. You can see I've got a piece of glowstone in my inventory, and that is because I managed to locate that inside my chests. But let's take a look in Silk Touched, because I think that's where the ice would be sold. Now, I know there is plenty of compressed ice. Not so sure about regular ice. Straight away, that's not looking so hot, is it? By the look of things, regular ice isn't a thing. Do I even use regular ice? I don't think I've ever used regular ice. Why would I use regular ice? Why would I need regular ice in my sorting system? These are good questions. You know what I do need more? It's coal blocks. I use coal blocks all the time. Yeah, let's grab some coal blocks. That's going to be the new spot in the sorting system. Just completely switch it out. Oh my word, not again. Not again. Oh, he's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. I'm running away. I can't do that. No matter what happens, it always goes wrong. And I should not stand there. I'm going to destroy the nether hub. Oh, it's just all going wrong towards the end of today's episode. I managed to escape the ghast. Now we are back at the sorting system, and we're about to find out if this thing actually works. So I guess the smart thing to do would be grab one of these items right here. In fact, I'm going to grab a bunch of these items, and we're going to chuck it through the sorter, and it will make its way round there. Then it will go around like this, back round there, and into this chest right here. Now, the reason I've chosen this chest is because this is the last chest. This is the final chest before it goes into the unsorted items. So, I must admit I'm nervous. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm about 99% certain this is going to work, because of course I've built sorting systems before, but I so don't want it to break. It's as simple as that. I don't want it to be broken. So let's hope. Let's see if the item, yes, the item has made it this far. That's a very good sign. It should snake round like this, go down there, and then make its way back round into that chest there. I'm going to keep my eyes on it. Items are coming through these end hoppers right here, which means that the wood should be on its way now. Let's head back over to the oak chest and see. Now, of course, we're not going to get the full set of wood, because some of the items have to get stuck in the actual sorter itself. In fact, it's around about 43 items, so we should end up seeing around about 12 logs. Yes, they've come through! They've come through! And we've got 12! First off, my maths was correct, which is always surprising. But more importantly, look at that! These are the first items that have been sorted by the Mumbo Jumbo Jumbo sorting system. This thing is mega. This is an ultimate day, but unfortunately, we are not done just yet. I know you guys thought I was going to end the episode there, but I'm actually not, because we have got a few more bits and pieces left to do. I actually want to create a new way to get into this thing, because at the minute, traveling all the way from there, up this side, then round the outside, is a bit of a pain. I want a walkway going from this area up into this area, and we've got to try our best to make it look good, which could be a bit of a challenge. Right, so this is the design that I've come up with. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, we have the compressed ice on the inside. It relates, and it's going to be the same width as all these ones. I don't know. I think this might be the first time in ages that we're actually going to require the second account to take a look at this one. So let's pop on and take a look. Alright, so here we are. We're about to see this for the first time. You're probably going to hear some confusion from me, and what on earth is that? That looks like an old scaffolding block that's just been left there. But anyway, let's take a look round, and I think we're somewhere over here. Yes, this is where we've built it. So let's take a look. Yeah, that looks okay, actually. That looks okay. From down beneath, that looks pretty cool. I can totally see that working if we have the other side as well. I might add, we are going to be adding another side to this thing. It's not just going to be that one. I actually quite like it. It lines up nicely with the other strokes of colour. Yeah, it looks cool. Cool. Awesome. I'm on a roll today in terms of what I'm building. I'm not having too many spoon moments. This is brilliant. Let's build the other side and then take another look. Now, I'll be honest, it doesn't look quite as clean as some of the other sides, but I definitely think it looks cool, and this is definitely a good solution to our problem. So now we have a really quick and easy way to get up into our brand new sorting system that is now fully functional. Awesome, awesome stuff. I'm sure most of you will be very happy to know that I've actually taken out those stone brick stairs that are underneath, so those are now gone. And, well, while the sun sets, let's just take a look at the drone for a minute, because it looks mad, doesn't it? I mean, I've said this so many times, okay? I've said this just tons of times in my Hermitcraft Series 4 series, but it looks like something out of space, and it's probably one of my favourite Minecraft builds. I'm actually stuck between these two, Industrial District or Drone. Let me know down in the comment section. I'd actually love to hear your opinion on this, because obviously we've been doing a ton of work over here recently, but we've recently added a bunch of things in the drone as well. For example, this massive thing out the back right here. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your opinions. But anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the standard Mumbo Jumbo AFK session. We're going to go AFK overnight, and we're going to see how many items we can get from our ridiculous industrial district. Of course, we already have a ton of items inside our sorting system down here, but I want to increase those numbers. I really want to get a full set of 36 double chests of pumpkins. That's just my dream at this point in time. So that's what we're going to be doing now, and fingers crossed, we should get an absolute ton of the stuff. Okay, so I have just returned back to the office, and by the look of things, I'm surrounded by melons. Quite a lot of melons, I might add. Right, okay, so we have popped out of our little melon cube right here. By the look of things, a hermit has dropped by and decided to just surround me with my own produce. But let's take a look inside these chests and see what we have going on. So, we've got plenty of eggs. That's a good thing. Let's see how many we have. I think they go right the way up to the top. So we have got plenty of eggs from our super advanced egg farm. That's pretty awesome. But also we have got potatoes. Yes, we have got potatoes almost going right to the very top. We've got carrots going right the way up to the very top almost as well. That's insane. We have got quite a bit of sugarcane. I honestly don't know if the sugarcane farm is still working, because for the size of that thing, it should definitely be producing more sugarcane than it is right now. So we might have to address that in a future episode. But also, we have got pumpkins. I don't know. I don't know why, but I feel like the pumpkin farms, they're not quite as efficient at this point in time. Hang on, let's pop down to the bottom, and we'll take a look down here. So it looks like we should have pumpkins going right the way up here, which we do. Let's go up to the next layer and see where they come up to in the next layer, because I'm a little bit worried here. Obviously, we have a whole farm dedicated to pumpkins at this point in time, and they only come up to here. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's a lot of pumpkins. Like, we have got 18 and a half, well, 18 plus 9, so that's 27 double chests of pumpkins. Like, we're doing pretty well in terms of pumpkins, but I feel like it should potentially be more, but you can see that some are actually dropping into the system right now, so it's clearly still working. Of course, melons go right the way up to the top as well. So our supplies are doing really quite nicely. The industrial district is working like a charm, but unfortunately, ladies and gents, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.